right. Hey, what's going on to you Leos out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Please, smash the like button. That way you can get more in tune to the energy of the reading. I just want to go ahead and say that thank you to all the zodiac signs. Thank you to you Leos, to be for coming through, getting my readings, really helping me out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all went from the zodiac sign that actually gave me the most problems to one of the zodiac signs that actually helps me the most. In this business, it's a wild thing. Doing tarot, it's really a wild thing. All I did, like it is I was talking about, all I ever did was just tell the truth about Leo. I ain't really have any kind of intention on having Leos even like me. I just told the truth. Leos are intelligent. All the Leos that I know, I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them be so intelligent, but sometimes they squander their opportunities. But they are intelligent. They just have to learn how to use their potential to their advantage, and they'll be good. And y'all end up being one of my most beloved zodiac signs. So I don't know, crazy. But for you Leos, you have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. It's about how okay. So ultimately, the Page of Cups right here for you Leos really does represent other people's fascination with, like I was just talking about in my Virgo video, but it kind of trickles over into this reading in that sense, that a lot of people are really interested in being the rich and famous. There's a serious fascination with that, because other people are looking up to you, or looking to you Leos, to do the trick for them. They want you to have them become rich and famous, or they expect you to do something like that. And it's grandiose it's grandiose in a non it's grandiose in a very dysfunctional way, because these are not people that actually have plans. These are just people that ultimately just dream. They don't really have any kind of plans. There's no kind of set solution as to how it is that they're going to actually achieve this fame that they're wanting. They're just dreaming all day long. And that's precisely my point. They're looking at you because, especially nowadays in a dating pool, and not just in dating, anything, there's so much expectations that other people project onto someone else. It's crazy how it is that they project you Leos, because y'all are getting attention from people. They expect you Leos to literally get to be rich and famous and just give it to them, because they just want to be able to stand next to you and get secondhand fame off of standing next to you. And these are people that are supposed to, yes, family members and friends, but even deeper than, I should say more relevantly, these are romantic interests, or would have been romantic interests, because you Leos don't want to hang out with them in the first place. The reason why I'm saying that is because of the Knight of Cups. You Leos are not paying attention to them. Look at how you are. They're worshiping the red herring, right? What is the red herring? They're worshiping the distraction, being rich and famous, trying to sit up on social media and, want clicks and views and validation and all this other type of stuff. And the Knight of Cups now is about how, you Leos are just like living your life. Y'all are out. You're doing your own thing, putting energy, putting energy into actually finding someone that is a good match for you. You Leos haven't necessarily found anyone yet, but that's my point. You Leos are actually going out dating, hanging out with people, feeling them out, trying to see, what type of time they on, if the two of you are compatible. Living y'all life while, some of I ain't even gonna say your exes, because you never went out with them, you never hung out with them, but some of the past romantic interests, because they're not your romantic interests anymore, just sitting back looking crazy, still on the same time, on the timeline, right? Like Kang the Conqueror, Quantum Mania, still on the same timeline, still doing the same stuff, which means that, they haven't evolved whatsoever. And you Leos just sitting back looking at how, they're still caught up with the delusion of just whatever their delusion is. It's ultimately a delusion, because it's not manifesting. There is no plan. They're not actually doing something to make it come into realization, right? While it is that you Leos over here doing y'all thing, y'all are living y'all life. And this is exactly what it is that I mean when I say y'all are unofficial members of the Ghost Nation. Because you got to understand that most people spend a lot of time sitting up online. So for you to actually have a life and to do your own thing, being busy and stuff like this, and not being busy just for the sake of being busy, but being busy because you legitimately have things to do, that's so authentic. There's nothing like that. Because, now even in my own life, sometimes people will be in the comment section of my videos, and I'll be talking to them, and then like something will happen that I have to essentially legitimately take care of, and I'll tell them, hey, I gotta go. And it's not, or like people will contact me on Instagram, and it's not anything disrespectful. It's just that I legitimately have to go. I gotta handle something for my mom, or some emergency may have happened, or I gotta run an errand or something like that, but in real life though. So the thing is that same situation that's going on with you Leos. You Leos are living y'all lives, doing your own thing. And at 10 of Pentacles, you know exactly what it is that you're looking for. You Leos are looking for someone that you are actually compatible with. Someone that keeps you motivated, because it's not about you Leos being motivated or dealing with a lack thereof. What it is with you Leos is that I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, a lot of people are bums, Leo. A lot of people are bums. And what I mean by that is you'll hear it in their profile how so many people just want to live mediocre lifestyles. Like they're like, oh, they just want to kick back and just do something with the person and just, lay down with them all day and just kick it, and that's it. That's their day. And it's like, what? And it's like, what kind of a lifestyle, and no disrespect, but what kind of a lifestyle is that, to just want to just do that? No kind of progression, no kind of let's actually go out and live, no kind of we only, YOLO, no kind of we need to really take advantage of every opportunity, good opportunity, but we need to really make something out of our lives, make our lives truly meaningful, because we have a limited amount of time. One of these days, but we all have a limited amount of time. We need to go ahead and really appreciate the fact that we're here. We need to take time out to appreciate the fact that we're here, and then go live life. And a lot of you Leos are looking for that type of person as well. Problem though is that, with all the people that you Leos are going out and you're actually hanging out with, y'all haven't necessarily found that. So now the Two of Wands represents how you're trying to figure out why you haven't found it yet, because you're doing the things that are well or good or make you look good. You know that you're not boring. You know that you're on point. And you Leos are trying to figure out, why is it that you haven't found that partner? I'm going to be real with you. most people are broken. There's not a lot of good options. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. There's not a lot of good options. There's really not. The Two of Wands is about how it is because there's not a lot of good options. You'll have people who will try to make it seem like they're on some sort of pedestal, right? And that they're willing to come down off the pedestal if you play your cards right. But a lot of you Leos have experienced that whole pedestalization once or twice. And a lot of you know, number one, the person is too caught up with themselves and their own delusions of grandeur to actually get off the pedestal. You know that. So a lot of you Leos are not even willing to take the person's word for it because you Leos understand what is the point exactly of having this person, right, act like they're going to actually come off their high horse or come off that pedestal in order for them to actually get to know the real you. You Leos already know what time it is. You've been here before. You've been around here before. Why would you decide to actually take them up on that offer? Because you Leos know good and well that it's not real. And you Leos know this. That's why it is that you Leos don't even try. Because you'll meet some people sometimes where the two of y'all are hanging out and you'll just be thinking to yourself, right, without having to inform them. Because they're your intentions. You don't have to inform people all the time. But you just sit back and look at it like, wow, this person sure is entitled. This person sure does like to be very entitled. But the thing is that for you, what's so cool for you Leos is the fact that you have the Four of Pentacles. Y'all are remaining true to yourselves. And y'all are remaining relatable, down to earth. Y'all are not, I'm seeing that y'all are not really asking for an exorbitant amount. Y'all may be asking, but y'all may not be asking for something that is so egregiously off the wall or something that it borders on fiction or just fiction. No, you Leos are asking for a relationship with someone that actually is a good connection, you know, but actually has some of these traits or characteristics that you're looking for. And the Strength card is Leo, right? So you showed up in your own reading. And you're just willing to continue to date and really hold out to see if a person really has these traits or not. If they don't, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, you Leos don't have to, you know, you're not desperately looking. You Leos are individuals that have learned from your mistakes. And one of the things that you've learned is that, you know, you really don't have to spend so much time really thinking about if a person is into you or not. Because at the end of the day, it really shouldn't be confusing at all, really. It shouldn't be confusing. The person should be letting you know that they want something with you. You know what I mean? And they should be showing you that they want something with you, right? You watch the movie Dune. How was Paul Atreides and Chani Desert Springs hanging out? How were they interacting with one another? They were kissing. They were in each other's tent. They were telling each other, right? Chani wanted to know if Paul loved her, and Paul said, forever, without question. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of question could a person pose to that? Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? So the things that you Leos understand that to be true. Like, if it's confusing, there's nothing for you Leos to really try to figure it out, or like, grab a piece of hair, trying to like twist it, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. You Leos know, oh, okay, you can rock with them or you can't rock with them because of this, right? So now the Page of Swords now is about how some people are going to come to you with some nonsense, but you Leos are very much so prepared for that. Some people are going to come in and, hey, what's going on, Leo, and try to confuse you and all this other type of stuff. But you Leos are going to very much so be prepared. Like, nope, nope, nope. Like how you block the ball in basketball. Nah, nope. Or karate or something like that. Nope. You're prepared for it. If they start wilding out like that, if they start playing games, you just leave them alone. The Queen of Pentacles is about how, because you're on a different level in the first place. A lot of you Leos are not really playing the game. You see it like musical chairs. You see like modern day love like musical chairs. You remember how musical chairs, that's what musical chairs was about. You remember playing musical chairs when you were a little one? How it is that the teachers made musical chairs sound like it was a game, but in actuality, it's really not, because musical chairs were symbolic of how it is that, people are falling in line with stupid thought processes and agendas, and how at the end of the day, all of it is going to come crashing down. And it's not really going to matter who's going to have a seat or who's more competitive than who, because at the end of the day, all of that competitive stuff is only going to lead to a person's downfall anyway. That's why it is that you're willing to stand up and let them actually have a chair, because it's the symbolism attached to it. They're sitting down while you Leos are standing up. This is one of the cards that I got in the Virgo reading. That's why I kind of said Virgo a little bit, because this is actually one of the cards. That video that I made for for Virgo was a banger. That's why. But it's kind of, like I said before, it's kind of reminiscent why it is that you Leos just don't chase, why you don't try so hard, why you don't go so hard, because you Leos understand the bigger picture. At the end of the day, all these people who are out here playing all this musical chair stuff, they're overly complicating being in love. They're not really in this thing to really find someone that they're compatible with. They're in this thing because they're dealing with delusions of grandeur. And you Leos know this. So now other people feel inadequate when it comes to hanging out with you, especially if they're on that type of time. And that's what it is that they're looking for. That's why you got the Page of Cups as the very first card. This is what it is that they worship. They worship clout. They worship attention and money, right? They have to have attention that goes along with the money. If they don't have attention, if they're not like seen as like desirable or wanted, then it's not value to these people. And a lot of you Leos see that, and you see how weird it is, because now the Five of Wands and the Page of Pentacles here, the Five of Wands represents you don't care if people have to shame you. You Leos are going to continue to live your lives the way that y'all want to. And I just want to go ahead and say that too. When you Leos need to understand that, because y'all are on the right track, because y'all have deviated from the normal paved way. The normal way is play the game, shut up about certain things, get married, right? Go to college, get a job, find a significant other, get married, get the white picket fence, mortgage, house, play yourself, 2.5 children, a dog, the American dream. It's not really American, it's a United States dream, but because America and United States are not the same. Factually, they're not. That's neither here nor there. The point is, you Leos have deviated from the United States dream. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it itself. I'm going to call it the right name, the right nomenclature, right? The United States dream. And you Leos are going to get shamed because of it. Because what I'm seeing here is, I'm going to just let you Leos know right now, right? You already have people that don't align, don't agree with the fact that you Leos are doing your own thing and you're living the way that you want to live. And that's where all the shame and the insults and the trying to guilt trip you and the need to be right. You know, I never got along with Kevin Samuels, but I agree with some of the things that Kevin Samuels did. But the Page of Pentacles, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels in that sense. Once again, I was not the biggest fan of Kevin Samuels, had no love lost to him, but I got to give credit where credit is due, fairly, right? Anyway, so the Page of Pentacles is about how it is that, so you Leos understand what time it is, and you understand that you're gonna get shamed a lot. You Leos need to understand, don't pay the shaming any mind, any attention, because that's a part of it. People will mess with you when you deviate from the paved path, when you strike on your own. This is why it is that, using myself as an example, Leo, this is why it is that people will come up here, grown adults will come up here and tell me to stop cussing like they've never heard a cuss word, like they don't cuss themselves. We're not talking about teenagers, we're talking about grown folks here. Now they want to play this moral high ground like they've never heard a cuss word in their life. You stop cussing. And then even after I stop cussing, right? Even after I stop coming to YouTube with it and stuff like this or whatnot, slightly, right? They still come from the perspective of, oh, well, maybe you need to change your rhetoric. Maybe you need to change the things that I'm saying. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about. I would see, this is how it is that I know that y'all are full of it, because I was still the same way when I was cussing. Y'all wasn't getting at me for the things that I said. Y'all was so caught up. These goofballs was so caught up with the packaging. Oh, stop cussing. Now all of a sudden it's okay. Now that you stop cussing halfway, because I still do it. I just find more creative ways to do it. But now all of a sudden, you notice how it is that even when I've kind of deviated from cussing, I still halfway cuss. Now it's like, oh, okay, you know, now we don't like the things that you saying. And it's like, y'all are so, this is pure confusion. Was it what it is that I was saying, or is it the cussing? It's like, y'all, if it was truly, I got you, because if it was truly the cussing, y'all would have been cool at the cussing, but y'all still want things that you want to fix about me and fix this. And no matter how many times I say that I'm not going to change who I am, you still, grown folks now, we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, you still have goofballs still coming to me, getting on, acting like children. These are grown folks. Why are you cussing up a storm? Shut up. Acting like you never heard that before. Your parents did it. We grown. Exercise adulthood. Goofy? I don't like what it is that you said. Oh, so it's me saying the truth. But then, and it goes to show you how fake a lot of them are, because this goes right back into what it is I was saying about a year ago about how people on YouTube will pay you to lie to them, because it goes to show you the confusion, Leo, using myself as an example about how it is that they'll say, oh, well, you know, you give such good readings, trapped you, caught you slipping, caught you in 4K, because oh, you know, oh, you give such good readings, but I'm able to give good readings based upon me telling the truth. I cannot give good readings unless I'm telling the truth, because that's all I'm doing in my readings is just telling what it is that I see, which is the truth, right? So now they want amazing readings. They want truthful readings, but then it's, well, I don't like what it is that you're saying. Pure confusion. Because which way does it go? My only ability, well, I ain't gonna say my only ability, because that's reaching. That's very much so reaching. But one of my abilities to give you a very good reading is it's in reality. That's the quality of the actual reading. It's the fact that it's in reality. That's why it connects to you. So it can't be a good reading and at the same time tell you what it is that you want to hear. So it just goes to show how full of cap these people really are who get on like that. And no matter how many times I'll sit up here, I'll tell them to their face, I'll tell them over the phone, I'll say it here. These goofballs, they're psychotic. They still don't understand, Leo. I've said no already, so stop asking me. They're so freaking tone deaf as to what's going on, for lack of a better term, tone deaf. They're so caught up with being with this agenda of telling people what to do or acting like they're their parents and getting on and having to have control over another person like a big weirdo that they are. It's probably why that's one of the reasons why it is. I'm sure they don't have anybody and they can't keep anybody. They're so caught up with the stupid agenda. They're so delusional. They think that if they continue to ask me or dictate or tell me what to do, they think that I'm going to somehow cave after I've told them F off. This is the pure delusion and the level of incompetence that some of you Leos are going through. And what I really want you Leos to always remember, the better you become is the more dysfunctional people are going to gravitate to you, because everybody loves a winner. So let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Six of Swords, Two of Wands, Five of Swords, Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, and then you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords right here is about how when they come to you with the delusional stuff, you just tell them to get lost. You Leos just tell them to get lost, because you Leos are built different. You're supposed to be built different. It's by divine design. And then you have the Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. You Leos are most definitely on the right track towards doing something great. You're becoming more of yourselves, and you're living a life the way you want to live. That is the great work. That is something that most people on the planet can't do, because they're so caught up with all of these paved ways to deviate from that. The way that you, without going out and trying to do anything to somebody or whatnot, harm, especially when you're not doing harm. Because what I'm starting to realize is even deviating and doing people harm is still a part of the agenda. But especially when you Leos are like, you know what, you're not going to harm anybody. What it is that you're doing essentially is harmless, and you're just deviating from the paved path, and you're doing what you want. You're dating how you want. People are going to have an issue with that. The Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands, tell them to shoo whatever it is that they get on like that. Two of Swords. And always remember to protect yourself when they start up with that nonsensical, ideological, communist mentality and all of that stuff. We don't deal with politics over here, but that's communism.